What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. Today I've got another what sold video for you guys where I show you everything that sold from over the weekend, how much I paid for everything, where I got it, and at the end of the video we'll get into the total profit I made on everything. I actually had a surprisingly pretty good weekend considering the last week I've been really busy with other stuff and have not gotten to list or source much, but this is a perk to having a lot of inventory like I'd have. You guys can see and you've seen in my past videos, I've got a ton of inventory. If you don't always have the time to stay consistent, I always preach to stay consistent, but sometimes you're just gonna have weeks where you're not able to. That's where having a lot of inventory is very much key in my business and being able to keep my business going and almost becoming passive income last week. With that being said, the best success on eBay is by staying consistent, listing every single day. So that's what I'm going to get back to this week. Just got a little off track. But anyways, let's get into everything that sold from over the weekend. All right, let's dive into everything that's sold. Let's start over here. We got these 3 wristbands I sold for $10. And then I got $12 for these 4 Cowboys patches. I've explained those in the past, so I'm not going to go into deep explanation on those. This Adidas blank hat I got in a wholesale deal that I got for less than $1 a hat, and I'm selling those for $15 a pop. We got this Cowboy hat. Shout out to Kid the Biz and Bread and Butter. Hooked me up with this in a wholesale deal for $6.50 a piece, and I'm selling these for $25 a pop. Someone bought both of these next 2 hats for some reason. We sold this Urbana hat that I got from TJ Maxx for $2. We got 17 for this one, and then we got 25 for the Blue Jackets hat that I got at Burlington for like $7 or $8. Got these last 2 hats just in a pallet, so like $1.50 to $3, and sold those both for $20 a pop. And then from the $5 hat sale that we cooked in the group, we got this Barstool hat, sold it for $24. Got this from Fanatics a while back for like a couple bucks, and I sold it for $16. Got this in a pallet as well, so it was like $2 or $3, and I sold it for $18. Then we got this as well in the same $5 hat sale as the Barstool hat, and I sold this one for $20. And then we sold a few Lakers upside down logo hats. Again, it's kind of weird to me, but I knew people would buy it because it was different. Those were $10 a piece. I bought like 50 of them. I bought a company out of stock, and I got about 20 left. I just sell them for $26 a pop. Then we picked up these Nike baseball pants from Burlington for $4.99, and I sold those for $25 on eBay. Selling these for someone else, so splitting the profits there, and I sold this for $70. Got a bunch of those Nintendo games as well as some Pokemon cards. I'll show you guys later. That's what I have listed so far. I got a whole nother box later to list. Then we got this Monarchs jersey that was $10 in that same $5 hat sale, and I sold that for $50. Then scattered throughout here, I'm not super organized today. We got all these bucket hats. These are from that eBay sale. Those are selling for like $24, $25 depending on the color, and those were like $7, $8 from eBay on one of the last days they were in business. This I got in that eBay store that I bought out, and I just sold it for like $26. We got this Trae Young Ultra Game jersey. I pick up these Ultra Game jerseys for like $10 at Ross or Burlington. And obviously it depends on the player and the team. I'm not picking them all up, but I usually get about $25 to $30. We got $26 for that one. Next, we picked up this Dayton Flyers Vineyard Vines polo for $16 at TJ Maxx. This was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Again, guys, it takes inventory to make sales in this game. I can't preach that enough. Sold this for $50. We got 2 of those, so we got 1 more of those that'll hopefully sell this summer. That's the type of item that you're not going to find any sold comps on, so I don't have any competition, so I can pretty much set the price, and I know it's going to sell. It's just going to take some time. Next, we got these from the eBay sale as well. These were $15 Nike batting gloves. You can't pass that up. Sold those for $35. Shout out to Cole. He called these out about a year ago. I knew when the Lakers were good, a Lakers Mitchell and Ness shirt would be money. Those were like $8, and I sold it for $25. Got a couple of those left. Sold this Columbus Crew Ball that I got from a pallet. It was like 30, 40 cents a unit, and I'm selling those for $14 a piece. Next, we got all these Nike undies. Those were like $8 to $10 at Kohl's. And these bottom ones I sold for $28 a piece on eBay, and these top ones I sold for $40 a piece on Amazon. Then we got a Steph Curry ball that I got in the same pallet as that one, and I'm selling those for $17 a piece. Next, we got these quiet earplugs that I got in that Habitat for Humanity pallet. That was $50 for all those earplugs, and I sold those for $25. Next, we've got all these Adidas pants. These were an online call out in the group. Those were like $15, and I sold them for $35. And then these 2 were actually in store that I got at Kohl's. Those were like $12.50. They were really cheap, and I sold these for $35, these for $33. And then I picked up this Cowboys shirt when I was in Dallas. That was at Burlington for like $6. I think I sold it for 18 or 20. And then we got this Travis Kelce shirt that I just picked up about a month ago. Got that at Meijer actually on sale for $7, and I sold that for 24. Next, let's come on over to some Crocs and some shoes. Just picked these up actually the other day. I cleaned a website on these. They were $30, which seems awful steep, but these whitetails always sell super well on eBay and Amazon. So $65 there. Then I sold all these Pokemon cards. Most of these are like second edition. I sold these anywhere from like $3 to $15. I sold some higher end ones last weekend, and I still have some higher end ones to list. Those are from that same deal as the N64 games. So just splitting the profits there. Next, shout out to Caleb Sells. He called out these Sanuk loafers a couple Kohl's clearance events ago. Those were $15, and I got 38 for them. Then these are both the same thing. We're getting 39 for those, and those were like, I think, $15 for the tan ones after all the discounts. And then these were like $16 or $18 as well, called out in the group, selling those for 45 a piece. We picked these football cleats up at Burlington for like 25 bucks. These things kind of tanked a little bit from when I picked them up, but still got 55 bucks for them, so we didn't lose money. And prices should rise here come August, especially once they stop stocking these. Next, we got these Minecraft Crocs that I got for $32 after a bunch of discounts with a customer service code on the Crocs website, and I sold those for $70. We just sold these for like 20, and they were like $7 or $8. Honestly, just trying to get a little bit out of those because I've had them for a while, so sometimes you got to move on. But it's nice when your L's can still make you some money. Next, we got these USA Crocs that I sold on eBay for $35. These are a smaller size, so they don't fetch like $50, $60 like the bigger ones do. But these were actually a recent call out in the group. Those were $15. Then we've got these, which looks like I already took the tag off. So yes, take the Burlington tags off, guys, unless you like negative feedback. Get that question a lot. Leave the MSRP tags on, take the Burlington tags off. And then I get, well, what if the thing doesn't have an MSRP or it doesn't have a box? Then you list it as new without box and you send it in a priority shoe box. Not that big a deal, guys. People make such a big deal out of things like that. Just start selling. Stop harping on all the little things. It's not really that big a deal. Start listing stuff. Start making money. These were $25 at Burlington. Sold them for $60. These were $45 at Burlington. Sold them for $90, I believe, for some Vapor Maxes. All right, next on these. Funny story. I've actually already sold these. Authentication sent them back because they were damaged like this, even though I took pictures of them looking like that, and they weren't even listed as new. So you guys know with authentication, there's not really much you can do once they send them back. So we just had to get those back in, relist them. I listed them for $74.99, so they didn't go to authentication this time because I'm not playing that game. But anyways, those were originally like 20 bucks from my buddy James, who was liquidating a bunch of his shoes that he wore. Next, under those, we got the Thorogood boots. Those were at Kohl's during the extra 50% off clearance. So I got those for $55, and I sold these puppies for $200 on eBay. Next, we got these Vans from Kohl's as well. Those were like $21. Sold them for $50. Nothing big, but nice quick flip, as that event wasn't too long ago. These were $22.50. Sold them for $55. These actually got in an online sale for $32 and sold them for $70. I knew come like 4th of July or once people were getting in the patriotic spirit, those things would start selling, and they've been selling pretty well the last couple weeks. These I actually picked up at Burlington for $26 on clearance. I would have picked these things up if I would have found them for the original price of $35, because I sell these things as soon as I can pick them up. These bike riding Adidas 510 shoes for $70. These were an online lead about a year ago in Bread and Butter, but Jordans don't really lose their value, even if it's like a brick Jordan like this. $32 for these, and I sold them for $75. Then we got another pair of those ones that were $22.50 to like $55. And then these were from East Bay. These Hardens, those were $27, and I sold these things on eBay for $70. And lastly, we got a pair of Air Maxes at Kohl's for $22.50, which is crazy to get Air Maxes for $22.50. We're selling those for $65. So that is everything that's sold, guys. Now I'm going to get everything packaged up, and I will get you guys the final numbers. Now time to get all this bagged up and take it to the post office. All right, let's run down those final numbers. On eBay, we sold 62 items for $2,413. On Amazon, we sold 3 items for $145. And on Mercari, we sold 2 items for $24, for a total of 67 items sold for $2,582. Now, as always, to get our total net profit, we need to take out all of our costs. So take out our cost of goods sold of $779, our shipping of $341, and our fees of $309 for a total net profit this weekend of $1,153. Again, guys, all glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm so blessed to be able to make all of these sales and to be able to share my experiences and everything with you guys, and I give all honor and all glory to him. If you heard me mention a couple times in this video, bread and butter, and you're interested in that, you can check that out. First link in the description. I really cannot complain with these sales one bit, especially since I've been slacking this last week on eBay, but we're going to pick it up and we're going to try to keep making these consistent sales throughout the summer slump. If you don't have a ton of inventory like this, do not worry if sales start to slow down a bit. It's going to happen this time of year. The only way I'm able to make this many sales consistently throughout the year is because of how much stuff I have. But most people don't want to have this much stuff. I'm doing this as a full-time job, so inventory is very much key to my business. Do not compare yourself to others in this game. Take stuff from other people, learn stuff from other people, but do not compare yourselves to them. Everyone is in different situations. So keep hustling and keep grinding. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.